Hello, today Hero will teach you how to use VLOOKUP. The problem statement will be if you need to find certain things in the table by the column, there is a function called VLOOKUP, and this function is not easy to use. Without further ado, let's go! Now, let's say if your boss asks, can you find the student Anthony? What did he get for his math test? Then what do you do? And this is a table that Hero have created. A long list of names with the score at the column C. So what do you do? So you can do is type the name Anthony and you use the function called VLOOKUP. So for Excel function, Excel actually indicate what do they need when you use a formula. First, you need to highlight or indicate that what is the lookup value. The lookup value will be in cell A5. Next, where is the table that you can find Anthony? So you go to this sheet. Normally, people will highlight the whole sheet. So when you using VLOOKUP, please be mindful that the lookup value must be on the first column of the table that you have highlighted. In this case, it will be in column B. And the last column of this table is column C. So you highlight columns B and C. Next, you need to indicate the column index number, which means which column data that you wish Excel to return. And this is a relative indicator, meaning is relative to the table that you highlighted. Since we only have two columns, means that we will need the Excel to return column 2. Next, you need to indicate is it an approximate match or an exact match. In this case, because it's a name, it will be a exact match. So once you have filled in all the criteria, then you press enter and the Excel will give you what you want, which is search for Anthony and return the second column of the table that you highlight. Let's double check. Find Anthony. And he scored 66, which is correct. Next, to know that this formula is working fine, we copy a few names. And just like all Excel formula, you could highlight the cell, drag and drop, and that's it. This formula is working fine. Next, here are the 4 things that you need to be mindful when you are using VLOOKUP. First, the lookup value must be on the most left column that you have indicated. What do I mean by that? Back to the example, if you want to find the lookup value of A5, which is Samuel, most people will highlight the whole table and then comma, and you will count 1, 2, 3. The score is what do I want to return and accept match. And you will be accept match. This case, an error will pop up. And this is due to the local value is not on the most left of the table that you have indicated. To solve this, we need to highlight the table again. This time around, the name column must be the first column of the table that you have highlighted. Next, you put in the rest of the value and it will be fine. Second things that you need to be mindful of is the column index number is the relative reference to the table that you have highlighted. What do I mean by that? Let's say this is the table and you have a lot of other information in between. And this time round, you will highlight again because the rule say must be on the most left. You will highlight these three columns, and people will usually count the column index number by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the common mistake that some of the user will do, and it will give you a error on the reference. So how do you resolve this? So remember, these are the columns that you have highlighted, and you only highlighted 3 columns. So from the first column, which is the name column, count 1, and the score column is next to it, so it's 2. So you have to return 2. And accept match. And this formula will be working. Next, you could only return the data that is on the right of the lookup value. What do I mean by that? Let's say we go back to the original. Is this? So what happened if you want to know the serial number of the name provided? Can we do a relative column saying that is -1? Logically, it sounds right, but it will not work. -1. Accept match. So you don't have this value. So if you want to know the serial number, you need to copy the serial number to the most right, or you cut the whole name to the first column. In this case, eh, I just exchange the column this way. Oh, this way. And serial number will be on the column 2. Let's see. Highlight the table array. Highlight the table array. We need the serial number. So it will be the second column of the table I highlighted. Oops. And here it is. Ta-da! Lastly, if you have 2 results, Excel will only return the first result that is found. What do I mean by that? Let's say you have 2 Samuel, and the second Samuel is, let's say I have 2 Samuel, to Samuel, and he scored maybe 90. So you have two Samuel, but it only return the first Samuel that is found by the Excel. Control find Samuel. Find next. First Samuel score 62, second Samuel score 90, but only return 62. Yes. And here are the 4 warnings that I need the user to be mindful of. And this is the end of our VLOOKUP lesson. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye.